First ball of this match. Well, this one's just taking the top edge. It's going to go over for 4. A little bit cruel on Vindula. He didn't deserve that. This one is, again, just a little too straight. He's just going to help it off his pads there, Ol Hassan, and get a 4. So just straying with his line a little bit, Vindula. And as we see this, when he goes for the big shot, is this going to beat the fielder? It certainly is. 1 bounce over the rope for 4. Oh, that has crashed into the middle stump. Beautiful ball. That's exactly what Vindula was doing so well yesterday. We said he just needs to pitch it around that 4th, 5th stump line, and that's exactly what he did. And it just came back in and hit the middle stump. And again, with that angle, it's always going to be very difficult for the batsman to play. Oh, this one's just played away. And it's going to be a big chase here for Abbas. He needs to put it in, and ooh, it's going to go past him. And we can just see a big shot's been deposited all the way to the deep. Absolutely hammered out to deep mid-wicket. A really good-looking shot there by Sohail, who's, you know, looked very tentative to start off, but not the case here. He's demolished this one on this over, and that is another wicket for Vindula. His 6th wicket in 2 matches for Romania. Another terrific ball, again, angling into the stumps. And I don't know if that's taking a little edge along the way, but that won't matter. He's cleaned him up. And that is the end for Rajshekhara. Oh, he's cleaned him up again. That is a terrific ball. Oh, it's absolutely smashing Yorker. That is brilliant. And Vindula continues to pile on the wickets. Just take a look at this beautiful Yorker. I mean, a left armer coming with that angle. There's not much you can do about that. Romania A, they're in all sorts of trouble. One is just pushed towards cover. Are they going to push for a second? They will. Romania A. Oh, the non-striker is halfway down the wicket. That could be a run out. It is a run out. Oh, this is an absolute comedy of errors. Poor calling. Total miscommunication. And Sohail was just not listening to Dylan Fernando. Neither one of them were listening to each other. There potentially was a second run on here. And oh, well, I think the strikers made the right call here to say there isn't a second run on. This one is struck hard. It's a flat shot, very well hit, and they needed that 4. Really needed it. And they get a boundary right there. That's Ol Hassan. Jumping opportunity if the keeper was aware of that. And again, just strays too far down the leg side. This has been deposited behind square leg for a 4. Get the odd boundary. Be smart. This one was way down the leg side. It was probably going to be a wide, but Sohail very smartly just helps it along the way. This one is slashed away. Behind point, and is going to go for 4, so the fielder won't quite be able to make it. 2 of them are probably just going a shade above 7, and that will certainly help. That was a very nicely structured where the 5th fielder is, but yeah, I believe he's at deep square leg. Yep. Just took a peek. And this is another one that goes away for 4. Potential boundaries are you want your quicker fielders in the right position. This one is just played away. Poor delivery. It's a Gundy ball. Again, another one just veering down the leg side. Is that going to race away for 4? It certainly will. 3 boundaries this over. Oh, this one's a bit too wide. Prevents too much width. And this goes away to the dugouts. With the gloves here, and oh, this is terrifically hit. Is this going to go the distance? It certainly will. It's the first Maximo we've seen in quite a while. Enormous hit. Hasn't quite been able to land it where he wants it to. It's going to take a couple of bounces and trickle over the boundary rope. This one's gone up in the air. This could be a catching chance. Is this the partnership breaking moment? It isn't. They've spilt it. And boy, that is an enormous moment. They put down Sohail. And thickish outside edge, just run along to 3rd man. But if we were taking another look at that dropped catch, I mean, Sohail put down on 47. Again, this one is hit straight towards long off. That's going to be a single. That's going to bring up Ol Hassan's 50. So both these men have notched half centuries. Wonder if their dugout is aware of it. Doesn't seem they are. He's bowled very economically so far today. Just 10 runs of the first 2 overs. As this one is slightly short, and again, it looks like the commentator's curse is struck for. Oh, this one just gets a little bit of bat on that. It flies past the keeper. Oh, this one stuck beautifully, and it's going to go right through the fielder's hands. And if he was just all the way back, he would have had a simpler catch, but instead, he decided to attack the ball, made it significantly harder for himself. We'll take some pace off that ball. And he's just done well here, the batsman, to work it away. It's quite a chase for Gerasim. Is he going to get to the ball? No, he won't. And the ball's going to win the chase. Now he goes for the big shot. This is going to go all the way, or is it? Yo, it's taken one bounce right before the boundary rope. Oh, this one is struck hard. Is this in the gap? Oh, it's a great effort by the fielder, but it's going to beat him. And it's going to be another 4. Incredible stroke. 2 balls still to go. Romania A have brought up the 170. This one's down the ground. It's absolutely drilled, and there's nothing the fielder can do about that. That's another 4. 3rd boundary of the over. Back-to-back boundaries. Are we going to get another? Oh, this one's gone up in the air. This is a catching opportunity, but it's going to fall short of Abbas, who's just going to let the ball go past him. That was incredibly casual, and it's 3 fours to end this over. A mammoth final over. 17 runs off it. I think he went for the slower ball there. It's actually, the bat's turned in his hands, and Abbas, he's totally misjudged it. It goes past him. And a fantastic, fantastic end to the innings for Romania A, who get to 178 thanks to this outstanding partnership. This is going to be a good test for them against their A team. A lot of bragging rights up for grabs over here. Inside edge off the bat, of course. Last thing you want to do is lose to your A team as a national team, don't you? This one's played away right out of the middle of the bat. Sweet connection. Don't worry about that. That's been deposited well over the boundary rope. Humongous 6. Oh, there's a nick there. That's gone. So he does get a wicket. Just pushes it back of a length. A little bit wide as well, but Devinda's just nicked this one straight through to the keeper. So Romania A getting the early breakthrough. And Ahmed, who hasn't featured so far this tournament, gets a wicket. Yeah, again, a bit too far down the leg side, but is there something there? I think he's given it out. Yep, the batsman has been told to walk. So yeah, it's just come off the glove. It's just brushed the glove along the way, and Ahmed gets his 2nd wicket. So in his Continental Cup debut, he's got 2 wickets to his name early. Oh, this one, he gets a hold of this. It's going to go down the ground and go away for 4. That one was slightly overpitched. Meet each other again in the ECC 37 days from today, as this one is very well played there by Sundarwan. Goes with a big shot, and he finally connects on one of these cross-batted strokes, but instead he finds the fielder out in the deep. And Ahmed, it really is his day. He's picked up his 3rd wicket. That's a really well-taken catch as well out in the deep. I think that's Koshal Ranathunga, who's done well, running to his right, takes an athletic catch. This one is played away. I think it's gone straight to the fielder, so that is a wicket indeed. And I was just having a look at the field of play and had my vantage point blocked and that is a very well taken catch there. Oh, he goes for that big swing. And yep, he's clean bowled him, so it just clipped the top of the bails, and another wicket falls here. Fernando picking up his 2nd of the over. And this one's up in the air. Is this a catching opportunity? Doesn't look like it is, because it's gone the distance. It's beaten the fielder. And that is a huge shot, and one that will really spoil an over that's been near perfect so far for Dylan Fernando. This one is struck down the ground towards long off. It's going to be just a single. Beg your pardon, looks like it's gone all the way for 4, so it seemed like there were a couple of fielders going towards it. Major teams that have been very successful that wear yellow. This one is just struck towards a square leg, and they'll get a couple of runs there. And is this a run out? Yes, it is. So he just tucks this one off the pads. Initially, You just thought they were going to get a single, but then they got a little bit greedy. They thought they could push for the second run, and sharp bit of glove work there by Shreyer Sohail, who batted so beautifully. 97 on that one, very comfortably though, with 14 balls to spare. This one is very nicely struck, and it's a welcome boundary. As a national cricketing side, this one is going to go up in the air. This is well struck. Don't worry about that. It's going to go all the way, as the fielder just has to watch that sail over his head. Let's just continue right after this one, as he's just shattered the stumps there, Safi. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag of an over, a whole lot of extras, but he's finally managed to get one onto the stumps. And that one actually stayed a little bit low. You have to feel for Vindula as a little bit unlucky. Andre Stefan, our graphics operator, this one just popped up there. And it's going to trickle over the boundary rope for a 4. And this one is going away towards long on. That is really, really well hit. I need to take an opportunity to also thank all the wonderful people here at the Romanian Cricket Federation. This one's just struck away. Is this going to go to the fielder? Safi takes it this time. So he put one down earlier, but he's delighted with this catch. That is incredibly well taken there by Safi. We saw him put down a similar one earlier, but no mistake this time. And, well, I just wonder if Romania have another batsman, or is that the end of their order? Doesn't look like it has, so it's, yep, indeed, it is the end of their order. So, as we expected, it is the end of the innings, of course. Jaspal Singh just not fit to play. And that will bring this encounter to an end, as Romania A get the bragging rights. A very impressive victory